comes the, y'all don't really want it like, here comes the.
Hello friends, my name is Squidprints, and today I wanted to bring you an IV breeding guide. Now, I wanted to make this video pretty much just to help people understand how much really goes into IV breeding when doing so. So to get into it, first we have items that we're going to need. Now our first needed items are going to be the Everstone to help pass down natures, a Destiny Knot to help pass down IVs, a flame-bodied Pokemon such as Talonflame with Fly because we will be moving back and forth during this process, Cloud City, where there is a man in the city in the Pokemon Center. He has purple hair and he's standing at the top left of the Pokemon Center. Now if you're not familiar with the city, you do need to beat the game to unlock it, and this is also the same city that has the Battle Mansion and the Friend Safari. Now also, this man has a quote that is very important to this process. When you ask him to check the IVs of your Pokemon, if he does not say stats like those, they simply cannot be beat. That means that no stat that you have has 31 IVs in it. Now, first of all, IVs are hidden numbers in stats ranging from 0 to 31. And if you have 31 in one of those stats, it has potential with the right nature to max out a stat to its greatest ability, along with specific EVs being put into it. Now, when we begin to breed, we're going to want to start off with the correct nature. Now, Ditto is pretty much one of the best Pokemon you can breed with because it's allowed to breed with any other Pokemon. So let's say, for example, we're going to breed a Ditto and a Manectric. Now, Manectric has specific egg groups, which it's joined in, where it can breed with other Pokemon that aren't Ditto, which Ditto is still also in the egg group as well. So I will leave a link in the description to Cerebi.net to the Pokedex, where you can choose whichever Pokemon you'd like, and you can check which egg groups that they are in. Now, we want to check IVs before we start breeding. So let's say you have a Manectric sitting in your box. You don't know what its IVs are. You also have a Ditto in your box. You don't know what that's IVs are. So you're going to want to take them to Cloud City, and you're going to want to talk to the man in the top left corner to check your IV stats. Now, when he checks them, he will either say HP, attack, defense, special attack, special defense, or speed. It could be one of these or it could be multiple. And if they have 31 IVs, after he says what stat, he will say simply cannot be beat if 31 IVs are in that stat. Now, you would do that just to see what you're working with before you start breeding for both, your Pokemon, in this case would be Manectric, and the Ditto. Now, when you hit summary in your game, when checking a Pokemon's data, there are 6 symbols on the bottom, each represented by HP, attack, defense, special attack, special defense, and speed. Now, you can click on those, it will fill it in, and it helps you keep track of what your Pokemon's IVs are. Now, getting into the breeding process. Let's say we check the IVs. Your Ditto had a timid nature, which is definitely something that a Manectric would want to have. So I just put a question mark here because it could be any Pokemon that you would be using. In this case, we are going to use Manectric. So when we were checking the IVs, it turns out the Ditto had perfect IVs in HP and special attack. When we checked for the Manectric, it turns out it had perfect IVs in special attack and speed. Now, to pass on the nature of the Ditto, we are going to want to give it the Everstone. So this will pass down the nature 100% of the time, so the baby will have a timid nature. We are going to want to give the Destiny Knot to the Manectric just so that it would pass down the special attack and the speed. The Destiny Knot this generation for breed mechanics chooses 5 IVs from pretty much both parents. So there's a high chance that, the more 31 IVs you have, the more stats with 35, the higher the chance those 31 stats are going to be passed down to the baby. Now, when breeding these two together, they both share special attack, and then they split 1 HP and 1 speed. Eventually you will end up with a baby with HP, special attack, and speed, along with a timid nature. Now, I would personally shoot for having a female with that, just in case you don't have a Ditto with, HP, defense, and speed, or a Pokemon in the egg group with that. Now, it doesn't have to necessarily have HP, defense, and speed. We're pretty much just looking for the stats that are missing that we would want. We do not need attack, and we're really just missing defense and special defense to get a 5 IV Pokemon of stats that are pretty much relevant to competitive play. Now, eventually, after breeding the 2 of these, you are going to want to give the Everstone to the Manectric, first of all, to pass down the Timid Nature again, and then the Destiny Knot to the Ditto or the Pokemon in the egg group that is male that can breed with the Manectric. Eventually, over time, these stats will mix, and you will end up with a Pokemon with HP, defense, special attack, and speed. Now, again, I would prefer it would be a female, just in case the Ditto doesn't have maxed out stats like these. Now, what you're just looking for is here you just want to fill in special defense. Now, the stats don't exactly have to be lined up like this. As long as there's special defense, and if you're fortunate enough to match other stats such as defense, special attack, could be HP, could be speed, it has a higher chance of passing those down. Eventually, over time, you're going to pass down a special defense, and it may take some time, but the thing that you have to remember is the more 31 IV stats that you have, the higher chance it is to pass it off to the child. So eventually, let's just say this scenario, you have HP, defense, special attack, and speed, breeding with defense, special attack, and special defense. Eventually, your Pokemon will have HP, defense, special attack, special defense, and speed. And if you keep the Everstone on the Pokemon with the nature that you'd like, then the final product of breeding will have that nature as well. And if you're breeding for abilities as well, it will have the ability of the female Pokemon. Or if you're breeding with Ditto, it will have the ability of the Pokemon that you bred it with. So this is pretty much just, a short little guide to help with IV breeding. And I'm also going to be making a video on hidden power breeding. So I will leave a link to that in the description. Also in the description will be the egg groups from Serebii.net, and I will also leave a natures list, most likely from Serebii.net, if not from another website, in the link below. Please let me know what you think of this video in the comment sections. If it helped you out, let me know. Leave a like if it helped. If not, tell me what you would like me to improve on this video, what else you would like me to hit, and any other questions that you may have that I can answer. Please leave in the I can't even speak. Please leave in the comment section below. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I really hope it helped, and I'll see you guys next time. Okay, bye.